Hey there, everybody. Good evening to you. My name is Bob Bennett, and you have managed to make your way to Bob Bennett Weekly Live, edition number 204. Or, as I'm counting in my association with my friends at the Upper Room number 79. So happy that you're with me here tonight. Folks are already chatting, and I'll acknowledge some of them in just a moment. It's 5:01 p.m. here in the People's Republic of California, and whether you are watching in real time or whether you're catching a replay later, happy to have you aboard. Hope that you'll find something of interest here during the next 90 minutes or so. As you can see from the handy lettering at the bottom of your display, tonight is what I'm calling an almost all request night. I might grab a song or two that I want to do, but mostly I'm going to be paying attention to requests. If you have not requested something before, then put the hashtag first time request. It's very easy, just hashtag first time request. We'll try to put you to the front of the line here. Before I get started on the song that I've chosen first, Bob Doneus, how you doing in Chatham, Ontario, Canada? Is the first through the door tonight. Just booked my flights to go back to Canada in June. I'm going to have another 2-week run in Surrey, British Columbia with my friend Roy Salmond. So we're going to continue to work on the album, which is tentatively titled, and I think it's going to stick. The album is titled Everlasting Day, after one of my songs, which if you've been a regular around here, you may have heard from time to time. So anyway, hi Bob. Thank you so much for coming in. Tom Clock is here, checking in on YouTube tonight. Half of the famous Clock brothers. Hang on, let me scroll down just a tick here. Hi, Joni Halpin from the beautiful state of Texas, although apparently storms are on the way. And that can get serious. Out here, you know, I've joked about Southern California. When there's any thunder and lightning, then you get this dramatic, music at 11 o'clock, dun, 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 dun. Storm Watch 2024, Southern California gets lightning. And, in Texas, it's like, yeah, as long as it didn't burn down my house or flood my basement, I'm fine. I can take anything you got. That's how they do it in the Midwest and other places in the country. Out here in California, we just whine about it. Hi, Catherine Sherman is saying hi from Seattle. My buddy Rick Negrady is bringing greetings from Hampton, Virginia, as always. Hi, Karen Gabriel Saluda. How you doing? John and Phyllis Lord from Montana these days. My dear Katie Duck in Ohio. And the 2 o'clock show is Riverside. That's Facebook. And I'm guessing that might be Tim. They have done a podcast in the past called The 2 O'Clock Show, with clock spelled K-L-O-C-K for the clocks. And so, hi, Tim. Please say hi to Jennifer for us. And Jim and Norma White? Jim and Norma White. Is it really going to be that way? Am I already off to an auspicious start here? Jim and Norma White in Lake Elsinore. Hi, Tacey. Dr. Dustin is here tonight, as is Mr. Wingate. Nice to see a fellow Bob in the comments community. And Kissimmee. Okay, this time he put a pronunciation for Kissimmee. J. Justin Berg. All right. Hey, David Geckler. I hung out with IRL, as the kids say, with Mr. Geckler. Had some really good Thai food, too. All right. I'm going to start out with this. Come down off your throne and leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting so long. Somebody holds the key. Well, I'm near the end and I just ain't got the time. And I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Come down on your own and leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key. Well, I'm near the end and I just ain't got the time. And I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Coins through my pockets, days through my fingers. I cannot find them, try as I may, for I have spent them on foolish pleasures in a foreign country so far away. Now I am wandering across this landscape, walking in circles by my own choice. No fire in the heavens, no wind in the treetops. I cannot see you or hear your voice. When I'm out here on my own, surrounded and alone, when I squander your mercy as an ungrateful man, can you still find me hiding in the corner? Innocent convict, defiant lamb. I should know better, that's what I'm thinking. Pleading ignorance won't do for me. I'm not mistaken, I'm not misguided. This road I've taken deliberately. So why am I running? I've got excuses, but no good reasons to ease my shame. I am not worthy to live in your household, to be your servant, to bear your name. When I'm out here on my own, haunted by the home that I once knew so well, as a God-fearing man, can you still find me, this great pretender, behind the mask of defiant lamb? I thought my heart would be like a garden where life would spring up from seeds you've sown. But little by little, thorns took over, and now my heart has turned to stone. That's why it's easy to be so careless, betray this birthright from above, to curse my reflection in the mirror, hurting someone you truly love. When I'm out here on my own in this valley of dry bones, my prayers are mirages, my faith it's just a scam. Can you still find me? Is there a road home for a bankrupt believer to find land? When I'm out here on my own, but to find land. All right, tonight's opening musical salvo. That's, of course, Can't Find My Way Home. And also, let me brighten that up just a tick here. Also paired with my song, Defiant Lamb. So, there you go. Okay, I'm a little bit behind in the comments. Let me see what we have going here. Hi, Ellen McNamara-Siebold. Good to see you. David Vaughn, how you doing, friend? I want to midwife a connection between you and David Geckler, because I imagine with you having worked at CBS all those years, and David has a vast and a wonderful background in media and recording and TV and lighting and all kinds of stuff. And I thought, you know, David, I know a guy named David. And that applies to both of you. So I'd like to get you two Davids together in the same room and then just relax and watch you have fun visiting with each other. Hi, little one. And I say that with all affection because that's what I call my own daughter. Hi, Jennifer Clock. How you doing, honey? Forgive me for that presumption. My daughter Kate is a grown woman with a child of her own now, and I still call her little one, so I just went right for it, Jennifer. Oh, very good. Yeah, check out her post. Scroll backwards if you need to. She's got some great work for that. Oh, you know what? She's requesting something from the Beatles. Okay, so let me think. All right, first of all, let me put up the jukebox thing. But let me see if I can find... I need to pull it up. Hang on one second. I need to pull this up to see if I can do it. All right, hold on. I know this is thrilling when I do this, but you gotta help me. You gotta give me a little grace here. Okay, I'll just call it up on my browser. Give me 1 second here. Okay, coming up. Alrighty. White Album. Jennifer. Born a poor young country boy, Mother Nature's son. All day long I'm sitting singing songs for everyone. Sit beside a mountain stream, see her waters arise. Listen to the pretty sound of music as she flies. Find me in my field of grass, Mother Nature's son. Swaying daisies sing a lazy song beneath the sun. Alrighty, that's the best I can do on short notice. Hope that was okay. Whoop, wait a minute, hit the wrong one. Hi, John Ginty, also checking in from Ohio tonight. Oh, David Vaughn's in North Carolina. Okay, very cool. Schmidt! How you doing, buddy? Down in Baja California, my good friend Mark Schmidt logged some great time. Let's see. I might be able to do that. Hold on just one second. Okay. The first order of business is to do a song from the new album because that got requested. But let me look down here for something else that I just noticed. Okay, we'll see if I can get to that. So something from the new album. Let's see, what should it be? I'll tell you what, I'll play the title track, Everlasting Day. That seems fitting enough. Get that down. James wants to hear Carpenter Gone Bad. Hi, James Reader. All right. Very good. Mr. Wingate, in answer to your earlier question, I'll do Juke Bob stuff, but I'm mostly thinking my own. But I can certainly, try to, if I think I can do something, I will be happy to try to do it. All right. So this. Through no goodness of my own, someday my buried bones will rise to an everlasting day. In the company of all redeemed from the fall, I will rise to an everlasting day. Though the charms of the night are beautiful, all right, the moon and the stars up above, there will come a blessed day that will never pass away, when God will light creation with his love. Through no goodness of my own, someday my buried bones will rise to an everlasting day. In the company of all redeemed from the fall, I will rise to an everlasting day. I don't know if I can see myself chosen to be marching with the saints to my reward. I expect I will bow down low on the ground till I hear different from the Lord. Through no goodness of my own, someday my buried bones will rise to an everlasting day. In the company of all redeemed from the fall, I will rise to an everlasting day. Whether absent from the body, seeing God face to face, or resting till the resurrection day, I know that Jesus is preparing a place where I will come home to stay. And the poor living creatures cry out night and day. Around the throne of God they will always say, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. Through no goodness of my own, someday my buried bones will rise to an everlasting day. Of all redeemed from the fall, I will rise to an everlasting day. I will rise to an everlasting day. I will rise to an everlasting day. All right, everlasting day. And David Vaughn, I'm a little bit behind in my comments. I just saw your notation about your mom. So I hope that song was also a blessing to you tonight, my friend. So let me call this up real quick and look for something else that I wanted to do for Mr. Wingate. See that I can get this to work. See if I can put that over here and do something like this. There we go. Okay, he requested Heart of Gold by Neil Young. Let me see if I can do it. This would be another, pardon me. another Juke Bob request. Now, the question I have in my mind is, do I do this as me or do I do my patented Neil Young impression? Oh, and I'll do the first as Neil, and then I'll continue on. This is the best. Now, this is not a perfect impression. It's more of a tribute. I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been a miner for a... That's too low. In order to do it properly as Neil, you gotta have it be too high. I wanna live... That's too high, wait a minute. I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I never give that keep me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwood, I crossed the ocean for a heart of gold. I've been in my mind, it's such a fine line that keeps me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. You keep me searching and I'm growing old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. Okay, that's the best I can do on short notice. And ironically, it's in a perfect key for Neil and it's too high for me. So there's that. Hey, Roger Gamble. Just noticing your hello. He writes, good to be back so I can tune in. Time difference was too much when I was in Kenya. You know, it's the old I was in Kenya so I couldn't tune in excuse. Roger, do you know how many times I've heard this? You're the first. All right, hang on a second. Let me jot a couple requests that are coming down here. Hang on a second. Hi, Wesley James Claude Platt from Springfield, Virginia. Very good. Hey, Jim Shaw, how you doing? Very good. Thank you for coming and visiting. I was last Sunday. I went to Agape Chapel here locally. They meet at Hillcrest Park here in Costa Mesa to hear Rick Conklin play, and Jim was one of the musicians playing with him. So it's a pleasure to make your personal and musical acquaintance, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so hang on just a second. I will do that for you, Mr. Vaughn. I'm just getting, as always, I'm way behind. All right, so before I do that, greetings and well wishes to Noni Cashman and Ed. All right, James wanted to hear Carpenter Gone Bad. There's a man down in the street, says he's the Messiah. telling people he is the chosen one. Says that he is in the Father, and the Father's in the Son. Empty nets made full of fish, and blind eyes that see. Didn't he used to work with wood in Galilee? Now he's in the synagogue, telling people they are wrong to live as whitewashed tombs full of dead men's bones. Some say he is the Son of God. Others laugh and call him mad. But do you think he's who they say he is? Or just a carpenter gone bad? People talking about him wherever I go. They say he teaches with authority. This is something I don't know. They say it is his fervent prayer that we'd stay in the Father's care and believe that he is the Word made man. Some say he is the Son of God. Others laugh and call him mad. But do you think he's who he says he is? Or just a carpenter gone bad? All right, carpenter gone bad. Okay, he may already be out of the digital room now, but when you watch it later, greetings to Dave Anderson from Indianapolis, checking in and saying hello tonight for us. And hi, Terry Owens gives a wave emoji on YouTube. Thank you so much. Okay, Karen, let me do that. Let me write that down for you. Hey, Roland DeRockley, how you doing? Oh my goodness, Roland DeRockley's in Downey, our hometown, our stomping grounds. Wonder if Arena's among us. Oh, Steve Castaneda's logged some time in Downey as well. Sorry. Oh man, I'm sorry. This is probably too long ago. You're probably already at the door, buddy. I would have gladly done it. It's like a little traveling music for Steve Castaneda. Drive safe, Steve. I know you have to leave. Whether you're going far, you're driving in your car, so goodbye, Steve. Okay, there we go. That's where the hits come from, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Tim Morgan. Oh, that's hilarious. Tim says, you know what? Tim Morgan says, Bob, when I play guitar, it doesn't sound nearly as good as you. Well, that's very kind of you to say. I wish I could help on that. Hey, Tim Twitty, checking in on behalf of the Twitty clan in Casey, South Carolina. Oh my goodness. I might just haul off and do that, Dustin. I don't know if I could do it. That might be a nice Juke Bob one though. All right, Bob in Canada asked for this. Come and see, come and see this man from heaven. Come and see, hear him speak. He has seen the face of God. Come and see, come and see this Jesus of Nazareth. Come and see the one that we have heard of all our lives. A voice crying in the wilderness, a voice from the sky loud and clear, a still small voice deep inside, and a voice still ringing in my ear, saying, follow me, and I will show you my Father. Follow me, and you will see the heavens opened wide. Come and see, come and see, come and see this man from heaven. Oh, could it be, we will see the face of God. Oh, could it be, we will see the face of God. All right, for Bob Danaeus in Canada. Mr. Vaughn asked for this one. I know that my Redeemer lives. What comfort this sweet sentence gives. He lives who once was dead. He lives my ever living head. Lives triumphant from the grave. lives eternally to save. He lives my mansion to prepare. He lives to lead me safely there. He lives and grants me daily bread. He lives and I shall conquer death. He lives and while he lives I'll sing. He lives my prophet, priest and king. He lives, all glory to his name. He lives, my Jesus, still the same. And oh, the sweet joy this sentence gives. I know that my Redeemer lives. I know that my Redeemer lives. All right. I'm behind in the comments. Give me a second here to scroll forward and catch some of what you all are saying. I think I'm about 15 minutes behind. But if you don't mind waiting for just a minute, hey, Brock Meyer, how you doing? Very good. Roxana visiting, so he's Bachelor Brock Meyer tonight. Does that mean you're eating all kinds of stuff that, you might get this? we need a Brock Meyer, here's what I had for dinner update as Bachelor Brock. Did you order a pizza? What happened? Inquiring minds want to know, my friend. Oh, very good. And Wesley James Claude Platt, whether he knows it or not, is giving a John Howie snack update for those of you who might be new to the proceedings. John Howie is a friend of this live stream from Scotland. And way, way back when I was starting out, we established this little tradition of getting John Howie to always list the snacks that he is having. And so then we put out the call for, give us your own John Howie snack inventory, what it is you're snacking on. So tonight, for Mr. Platt, it is barbecue bugles. And had to order them from England. Okay, are you telling me in this great country of ours that we can't manage to manufacture a barbecue bugle here within the borders of the United States? We have to go someplace else to get them? Well, we have to go someplace else to get Hawkins Cheesies too. Oh gosh, my friend Roy Salmon turned me onto that. I've been muttering his name under my breath now because just what I need, another snack addiction. Let's see. Hang on one second. Oh, thank you. J. Justin Burke has some very, very kind things to say about Carol of the Moon and Stars. And hold on one momento. New album. I don't have a release date on it yet. We're still going for it and recording wise. So I just won't. I'm hoping. I have a tendency to release things like too late in the season for Christmas, back when we cared about that sort of stuff in terms of sales and everything. With a live stream, it's like it takes a week once you decide once you post it to CD Baby or Disco DistroKid or one of those things. Once you post it there, and usually gets to streaming within a week or so. But so I don't have a firm date on it yet. Oh, very cool. Kirk Stephen Jordan got a pair of Bose Bluetooth headphones. Very nice. Oh, got a pair of Bluetooth headphones that let him watch his living elders as they watch TV and listen to me. Well, you're listening to your elder person, and you're watching elder people, so that's good. Hey, Mr. Portillo, how you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for coming in tonight. He's one of our dearest friends on this program. Look at John Howie is here. I just didn't scroll down far enough. Of course, that is the official John Howie musical greeting here on Bob Bennett Weekly Live. I don't know how long ago. He may have John, to the best of my knowledge, if I put this together correctly from cryptic comments here and there, oftentimes plays bass on his worship team at church. And as it is, and I'm not trying to speak Scottish here, as it is in the wee hours over in Kilwinning, Scotland, sometimes he can stick around and other times he's got to get horizontal and get ready to go to church the next morning. So blessings on you, sir. Thank you. Let's see. Hi, Dr. Garth. How you doing? Oh, here are John Snacks. It would be disingenuous for me to give you the whole John Howie snack story and then not read the snacks. Corn puff onion rings, veggie samosas. Ooh, veg samosas are good. If you're like into Indian food, I don't know lots about Indian food, but I know that I love samosas. Oh my. Cinnamon swirling pastries, chopped hazelnut chocolate, glava, and a pint of Carlsberg. Nice. Very nice. I assume you ate that in courses, that you didn't lay all that in front of you and then just start picking little bits from each one. I assume there was a method to your madness here on this. Bob Wingate, I had a bottle of water. Man, oh man. Very cool. Alrighty. Hold on just a second. I'm catching up. Hi, Jay Davis. Thank you so much for saying hi. Hey, we have 2 people from Rick Conklin's band. I'm loving it. Tom Goldstein was playing harmonium with Rick Conklin at last Sunday's gig. Hi, Tom. Thanks for dropping in. This is so cool. You know, your compatriot Jim Shaw is up here somewhere in the comments. I just read it. So let's see how many Rick Conklin band members we can get into one live stream. Very funny. Hi, Jen Pro. Haven't seen your name crop up, I don't think, for a bit. Greetings from Fresno. Thank you so much for coming and saying hi. Oh, no kidding. Scott Scarda from Des Arc, Arkansas. Remember us. I'm going to need a memory tickle here to, as it were. But I remember Des Arc, Arkansas. I mean, my parents moved to Camden, Arkansas, in the southern part of the state when I was a young man. I was like 18, 19 years old. And my dad, for his company, moved back to Camden, Arkansas. That's where I learned the glories of like catfish and hush puppies and, large pitchers of Schlitz and, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of wonderful things that are served at a little place called Catfish Cove, which was in the southern part of Arkansas. And so very cool. Yes, I remember I recognized Des Arc, Arkansas. Hey, Bill Osborne bringing us greetings from Kentucky tonight. Joey Corellia, hi on YouTube, aka Joey K. Let's see. Hey, David Friedley. We need to get on the phone. I've been reviewing songs and I want to get with you, so call me. Let's call. Let's talk. Let's talk about a couple weeks from now when I'm coming. And so we'll get this done one way or the other. All right. I'm gonna play Karen Gabriel asked for Worship in the Wilderness. James, we're probably going to do on the new album, we'll probably do a limited run of CDs. It's just going to be a plain cover with the songs listed on the back, probably a website link for lyrics and credits and all that kind of stuff, and then the CD. I mean, it's going to be a very scaled back affair because these days I can't afford to have a garage like full of 1,000 CDs that I'll never sell and, you know, that'll outlive me. So I can't really do that, but we will have, yes, there, for those who want to get a CD, I will have them done, and I'll probably, you know, I'll get a couple hundred done at a time, right, and then have them available. So I can do such a thing. After this song, I've got a special video. I can't wait to play this for you. I worked really hard on it. It's not me. It's a friend, a new friend of mine named Drake Lanier, who professionally, when he sings with his wife Lucy Jane, they're called Drakeford, and I know that I mentioned them last week, I believe, because Drake was in the comments community last week, and I just have fallen in love with this fellow and his music. And so I have a video to play. That's how strongly I feel about him. So in just a few minutes, I'll do that. This is for Karen. No loaves and fishes to multiply, no seeds to sow on fertile ground. Fire by night, clouds in the sky, but still I am wandering around in the middle of this certain crowd, yet somehow in the desert places of my heart, so far away from home. Maybe there's no going back again to a safer time at an old address. Oh God, can you hear my still small voice, my worship from the wilderness? I hope somehow you will understand, man of sorrows, acquainted with grief. Lord, have mercy, I believe, but oh, can you help my unbelief? Can you hear what I cannot say from this heart that I cannot know? Prayers that I cannot pray, places I cannot or will not go. Maybe there's no going back again to a simpler time at an old address. Oh Lord, can you hear my still small voice? from the wilderness. For all this time, I wish I had gained wisdom and lessons learned. I curse and bless the trouble and pain that leads to this ignoble return. From these troubles deliver me, I ask in kind as your son, knowing the end of a faithful prayer. As your kingdom come, your will be done. Will I wander endlessly, playing hide and seek in the fallen garden of my life, afraid to hear you speak? Maybe there's no going back again to a surer time at an old address. Oh, Father, can you hear my still small voice? My worship from the wilderness, my worship from this wilderness, my worship from the wilderness. All right. That's also going to be on the new album, Everlasting Day, Worship from the Wilderness. And thank you, Karen, for that request. All right. As promised, this is a wonderful song that was originally recorded by Drakeford. I think this may well be a re-recording, but the original version was done on a 2016 album called Anchors Away. If you go to YouTube, if you go to any of the streaming platforms and put in Drakeford, one word, Drakeford, and I'm telling you, folks, you can come back and thank me later, because I'm telling you what, this is really good stuff. So here we go with Drake Lanier and Lucy Jane, his loving bride, and their this musical wonderfulness here, this video called Ruins. Hang on, there we go. Sorry about that. I can do this. I got to do something about my tech guy. I got to fire that guy.
Well, it's hard for me to say where the pieces fell apart. Long before, but I'm sure that I was tattered from the start. And I was never held together by this feeble human heart. No, because it's hard for me to say where the pieces fell apart. Oh, and all these ruins just remind me of the fall that happened long before me. And now I'm waiting like an ancient city wall for my Maker to restore me still into a city on a hill. And as a child I understood that it was only from afar. But as I grew closer to you, I saw how beautiful you are. And I was scared to let you down or disappoint you from the start, Lord. Because it's hard for me to say where the pieces fell apart. Oh, and all these ruins just remind me of the fall that happened long before me. And now I'm waiting like an ancient city wall for my Maker to restore me still into a city on a hill. You saw us lift our hands up to the sky, and you sent the one you loved from up on high. And for our sins and with our shame, we nailed him there to die. Oh, but he rose again to bring us back to life. Yeah. Oh, 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 and all these ruins just remind me of the fall that happened long before us. And now I'm waiting like an ancient city wall, but I've got my hope in Jesus Christ to bring these ruins back to life.
So what did I tell you? Was I not totally right? Of course I am. Drake Lanier. When he and Lucy Jane sing together, they're known as Drakeford. His given name is actually Thomas Drakeford Lanier. What a great name. You couldn't come up with a better name for an artistic singer-songwriter guy than that. I'm telling you, you can't. Anyway, I can't wait to, I pester him with old guy texts, and I hope it's okay. I just think the world of him, and I can't wait to meet his wife and his son and be able to spend a little bit of time with him next time I'm in Nash Vegas. Let me scroll back here real quick because there was a couple things I wanted to acknowledge while that was happening. Let me mute that so we don't get those little pops over the mic. And this is kind of sweet. A new name that I've not seen before, Pamela Radica, pardon me. Again, if you're around here on a regular basis, you know that part of the tradition is I need to massacre your surname, which I believe I've just done handily. Thank you very much. She's in Placentia at an In-N-Out, having an In-N-Out animal-style burger. Well, there you go. I love all that. I order them protein style when I'm kind of doing my low carb thing, but they're so delish. And let's not get into a Whataburger In-N-Out feud here. We just do not need this controversy tonight. But anyway, Pamela, thank you so much. She said, I prayed for something positive. You're it. Well, that's very kind of you. Wait till you get to know me a little better. You won't. That's not as much of a lock as you might think it is. Anyway, thank you much. Hi, Jeff Smith. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Scott Scarda is answering my question about Dizark, Arkansas. Yeah, that was that. Yeah, I remember that, man. That was a long time ago. But that was pretty cool. Yeah, back in the day, Elvis Presley's stepbrother, Rick Stanley, was an evangelist. I don't know. I absolutely lost touch with what might be happening, and you know, I'm going to feel embarrassed if somebody said, yeah, he passed away or something, but I don't know. But way back in the day, and he was just unfailingly polite and a wonderful fellow, Rick Stanley, back in the day. Very nice to a young musician, and we had a great time in Arkansas. Oh, I've always had great times in Arkansas. Let's see. Oh, Kirk is there as well? That's right. I know that. Well, we need to... I used to go... The last time I was there was Nancy Burroughs lived in... I'm spacing out now. Gosh, this is a terrible thing to happen. Hot Springs. She brought me in to the Hot Springs area to play a concert. That's the last time I was in the state. My good buddy Bob Lapine, who works for Family Radio, lives in Little Rock. And up until just a couple of years ago, my brother and my dear sister-in-law Marla lived in Batesville. They've now relocated out near Branson in Missouri. But I haven't. I want to go to Arkansas and I want to sing. I want to visit with great people, and I want to eat catfish and Southern cooking. Essentially, is where it's at. All right. Thank you, Mr. Wingate. I understand. It's just a little. The comments community is not a worldwide recognized term. That is true, sir. It's just a little thing here on my little. I actually do. I have 2 8-tracks that my buddy Maury sent me. I have an 8-track of my First Things First album, and I have an 8-track of Matters of the Heart. I'm old enough that my first 2 albums did come out on 8-track back in the day. So in answer to Mr. Wingate's question, I forgot to say hi to, and cover your ears now, Rena! Okay. Hi, Rena. I'm glad you're here, hon. There's always, you have the right balance of people. There's a little symmetry here in the comments community, and when Rena's around, it just feels like, okay, I can get through this. Rena's here. It's going to work out just fine. Oh my goodness. Steve Rutgers, greetings to you on listening on Facebook tonight, reacting to the Drakeford song Ruins. Isn't it lovely? I should play it again at the end. I'll play it again next week. Or I'll get another song from him. That's what I'll do. I'll start just playing songs. Hang on one second. No, there's nothing, again, I've been to a Whataburger, very respectful, very good stuff. I mean, how can you go wrong in Texas? You're in Texas and you're eating something that's meat-centric. What could be more of a lock? It's like the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. You're in Texas and there's meat involved. That kind of has to be, like good like all the dang time. Michael Murphy! Hey, buddy. Good to see your name. I thought of you the other day. I can't remember how it came up. But you crossed my mind, Michael, because I know what it was. I was talking to somebody about Livingston Taylor's book Stage Performance, and I started talking about a couple things that I drew from that book when I read it years ago. And I can't hardly think of Livingston Taylor without thinking about you singing with him. So you actually, as you know how the way the mind works, it starts making all these synapses and connections and so forth. And I should... Michael, get a hold of me and let me know if I can play that video. because I might just haul off and play it. I think my live stream folks would dearly, dearly love it. And I think it would be very, very fun to have you as my video guest. So let me know if that's okay. Hey, Dr. Grant, so a pleasure to be with you, sir. You know, I haven't seen George Grant for many years, but he has always been incredibly encouraging to me. And he's written tons of, books, and is one of those guys who does enough for about 4 people at least. And there have been actually some kind mentions along the way where he has said, as I was writing this book, I was listening to this music. And he put my name in there in a couple of those. So that was really, really sweet. So I hope you're doing well, sir. Would like to figure out a way next time I'm in the general vicinity for us to hang out and have a cup of coffee or do something and catch up a little bit. It would be great. Oh, that's very nice. Steve Busey says, just passing through, my bride has since chosen the entertainment for the evening. That's okay. Not a problem. Thank you for coming by. Hope you'll come back. If you're still here at all, if you're maybe dialing up a movie or something, I totally get it. I'm sitting here goofing around. I'm live streaming and I'm just goofing around. What is that? I know what. I'm going to play a song right before we go to our time of prayer. I've been having so much fun that Michael, I have a copy of the video, so I think I'll check it out and see if it's stream worthy. But I actually have a copy of the You and Live video. Hey, Dana Harding. Great, great to see your name crop up. All right, if you're kind of new to the proceedings around here, or even if you're not, let me remind you that as we get into the latter part of the live stream, this is the time where I ask that if you have any particular prayer needs or something that's of concern to you that you'd like to post to give us an update or let us know what's on your mind and heart. I usually don't enumerate them individually, but people will take notice of them and pray for them. We have a wonderful, wonderful group of people here. So if you'd feel comfortable in doing that, please do so, as this next song is sung. And then we will have a little bit of prayer. Also, I always remind you, if you've got something good to say, what we used to call in the parlance a praise report. And I realize doing this again, I always feel awkward about doing all this during the live stream, but this is my 5th year of doing this. So if I'm I'm not gonna get all wanky now on like praying with you online, is like somehow less than optimal. I'm done with that. We're in our 5th year now. So whatever it is or is not, we're going to continue doing it. Okay, an old classic Mark Hurd song. It's one of my favorites. One of Mr. Vaughn's favorites of mine, I think, too. Tears in the city, nobody's really surprised. My heart's taking a beating, existence is bleeding me dry. But way down in my heart of hearts, way down in my soul of souls, way down, I know that I am a fortunate man to have known divine shambles. I'm just a young man, but it's getting a little bit old to me. I'm already aching. The tears have been taking a little bit of a toll on me. But way down in my heart of hearts, way down in my soul of souls, way down, I know that I am a fortunate man to have known divine love, to have known divine love. In the morning, the siren is warning that everything is not quite all right. The city is sleeping. I'm down on my knees in the night tonight. But way down in my heart of hearts, way down in my soul of souls, way down, I know that I am a fortunate man to have known divine love. Way down in my heart of hearts, way down in my soul of souls, way down, I know that I am a fortunate man to have known, to have known, to have known divine love, to have known it. All right, classic from the album Victims of the Age. To my money, arguably his Sgt. Pepper, but there are Mark Hurd fans of Goodwill who disagree on that. Like some of the later stuff is very well regarded. Of course, Mr. Portillo called it on the first chord because he's good. All right, everybody, let me quickly pop this up and as we begin a little bit of a time of prayer together, I almost have like a little liturgy here. If you were to watch several of these live streams in a row during the last 5 minutes or so, but I've kind of gotten used to that and appreciate some of the regularity of that. But last week I had my laptop. I didn't have this with me, but every week since October 7th, we have been starting with a reading from Psalm 122 from a version that I'm not familiar with, but I certainly love this rendering, the Tree of Life version. So this is Psalm 122, a song of ascents of David. I rejoiced when they said to me, "Let us go to the house of Adonai." Our feet are standing in your gates, Jerusalem, Jerusalem built as a city joined together. There the tribes go up, the tribes of Adonai, as a testimony to Israel, to praise the name of Adonai. For there thrones for judgment are set up, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you be at peace. May there be shalom within your walls, quietness within your palaces. For the sake of my brothers and friends, I now say, shalom be within you. For the sake of the house of Adonai our God, I will seek your good. Each week we pray for those who are being mentioned in the comments, and also for the unspoken prayer needs. Lord, we ask that you would attend to those needs and hear our cry toward you. We also, each week, when we started in the pandemic, we started praying, and we do each week now for all doctors and nurses and those in the medical field, techs, and admin, everybody that have to do with the healing arts, whether they're in hospitals or doctors' offices, palliative care situations, nursing homes, whatever the case may be, wherever they're practicing. Lord, we thank you for their dedication and ask that you would bless them and their families. We also pray each week for those people who put on a uniform and put their lives at risk every day that they do their job. And we're thinking especially of policemen, of fire department, of EMTs. We also think of all of the branches of the military, Lord, and thank you for their work on our behalf, on the behalf of the citizenry, and ask that you would keep them safe and bless their families as well. O Lord, support us all the day long, until the shadows lengthen and the evening comes, and the busy world is hushed and the fever of life is over and our work is done. And then in thy mercy grant us a safe lodging and a holy rest and peace at the last. Amen. And now we join together in prayer as we've been taught. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Thank you for joining me in that. And now it's time for, you know what it's time for, our traditional closer. Bind unto myself today gift to call on the Trinity, the saving faith where I can say, come three in one, oh one in three, be above me as high as the noonday sun, be below me the rock I set my feet upon, be beside me the wind on my left and right, be behind me, circle me with your truth and light. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. I bind unto myself today the love of angels and seraphim, the prayers and prophecies of saints, the words and deeds of a righteous man, be above me as high as the noonday sun, be below me the rock I set my feet upon, be beside me the wind on my left and right, be behind me, circle me with your truth and light. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. God's ear to hear me, God's hand to guide me, God's might to uphold me, God's shield to hide me against all powers deceiving, against my own unbelieving, whether near or far. I bind unto myself today hope to rise from the dust of earth, the songs of nature giving praise, the Father Spirit, living word, be above me as high as the noonday sun, be below me the rock I I set my feet upon. Be beside me, the wind on my left and right. Be behind me, circle me with your truth and light. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. I bind unto myself today the gift to call on the Trinity. All right, everybody. That brings to a close, except for good night, John Howie, good night. I hope everything goes well and you sleep long and tight. I got myself in a corner here. I wrote myself into a corner I couldn't get out of. Good night, Mr. Howie. 2:30 in the morning, that's dedication. I really like me and I wouldn't even stay up this late. So I'll have to write you know what? I'm going to have to write a little thing that if John makes it all the way to the end, then I've got to sing this song. And so let me work on that. I got all this great mileage out of this man. I'm not paying him one thin dime. He's just a blessed part of this little thing we got going here, Mr. Howie. Anyway, everybody, thank you, all of you, for so much for joining me. If I missed your song request or comment or hello, as always, please forgive me. Things move much faster than I can keep up with on the comments rolling. And but I love that you're here. I love it that I'm not just singing to a little green light on my computer, that you're out there. And so I want to thank you so much. Want to remind you that this is a totally watcher, listener supported program. When you go to the digital tip jar and jingle, 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 that's it for me. And I very much appreciate it. There are those of you, and you know who you are, who go by there on a regular basis. And how, let me say. But whatever it is, whether it's the digital tip jar, thinking a good thought, a kind thought, remember me in your prayers, coming back and joining me each week, engaging with these songs, whatever you can bring, I am grateful for it, and I thank you so much for it. So, as always, I thank each week Ron and Kathy Strand. They are the co-founders of The Upper Room Presents, and the crew there, Marisa Personius, Tony Medeiros, Eric Hansen, and Tom Michelon. Also, each week I flash the headstock of my beautiful Ryan Cathedral guitar and remind you that I play Ryan guitars, some of the finest steel string instruments you can have. Kevin and Barb Ryan are the proprietors there. Go to ryanguitars.com. That's ryanguitars with an S.com to find out what they're doing and what they're up to. You can tell them Bob sent you. It won't do anything, but it'd make me feel better. Also, I would like to thank the Message Fairy, my beloved bride. She's out with Gracie tonight on a little errand. And that's why you heard Kirby joining in a little earlier on one of my songs, because they had just left, and Kirby has a tendency to bark until he gets it through his little canine head that they're not coming back for a minute. So anyway, thank you to my lovely bride, Elena. As always, greetings to Tim and Marla, and also greetings to Evie and my brother Mike. Mike is the one who taught me how to play guitar all those years ago, 59 years ago now. Every note that I play, every song that I write, everything that I do that involves music, he's in there. And so I always want to acknowledge that and appreciate him for everything he did. And he still encourages me after all these years. It's pretty stunning, really. So with that, let's see, did I cover everything? I believe I did. If I didn't, I'm going to, give myself a hard time after I get done. Anyway, you guys, God bless you so much. Thank you for coming. And next week, God willing, it'll be Saturday night at 5 p.m. California time on Saturday, May 4th. We're already into May, for goodness sakes. And so come in and join me in May. Okay? God bless you guys. Praises be.